Hello, everybody. I am here today to introduce my new channel. I'm actually, this is going to kind of be like my channel where I dump my thoughts, no like particular theming or anything. I'm going to cover a bunch of different topics, but for today's video, I'm going to start off with a YouTuber that just had a really, really horrible situation that they caused. And that is the Leaping Lemur. I'm sure a lot of people on this platform have heard of this guy. He was, for me personally, he was always one of those guys that he would kind of show up in the recommended like once every 2 to 3 weeks. And it would be about like someone on, I don't know, like Instagram or TikTok. I don't really keep up with lol cows anymore. Back in the day when I was a lot younger, that was the kind of content that really, fascinated me because I grew up where Chris Chan was like the big thing, and occasionally like some of the smaller ones sprinkled in there, but Chris Chan was like the big one. Now these kids today are incredibly spoiled. They have tons of these types of people everywhere. That they can, I guess, document or whatever they do. So basically, this guy, he covered these types of individuals. And the funny part is he wound up becoming one himself. So basically, this guy, the Leaping Lemur, he had a relationship with a 19-year-old. He ended up turning out he was like 21. That's not the issue, but the issue was that he gave her alcohol. He gave an underage woman alcohol, and then he basically got her so drunk, and then he undressed her while he was I guess they both were incredibly intoxicated, and she woke up, didn't remember what happened, and then he basically, I think, just tried to make her feel bad about the whole situation. I do remember seeing that he threatened to make her a lol cat into a lol cow through his channel, if she like ratted him out for being, a SA is that what you guys say on here to avoid the censors of YouTube? He SA'd her, and then he threatened to turn her into a lol cow herself via his channel, if she ratted him out. And luckily, a bunch of other people were not having that, and we're at this point we are at today. I watched a video on him the other day in which they were talking about how he basically went on an interview very shortly after this whole situation happened, and because he's 21 and he's incredibly dumb, he basically just said a bunch of incriminating shit and made himself look really bad, but that doesn't shock me at all. And it's funny to me because something I always noticed is these people that constantly are involved in this kind of thing where they're hyper like observing these like lol cow type people, whatever you want to call them. I really don't know or care. Basically, they wind up becoming them themselves, and I think that's absolutely hilarious. This guy, the Leaping Lemur, like I said, he was a guy who showed up for me like once or twice a month in the recommended bar, and just seeing this show up out of nowhere, because now I'm seeing more about the horrendous things this guy did than his actual YouTube channel coming up on my recommended. And I don't know, there's just something about that that's really crazy to me. This guy is a true piece of garbage, and he deserves every terrible thing that happens to him. He hasn't made, I decided to check his channel before this just to see if he gave any more besides his initial update, and he hasn't made a video in about 2 weeks, time of recording this video, and I think it should just stay that way. Hopefully he just never makes another video again and fades into obscurity like all these other weird people on the internet usually do. That's really it. I think this guy is a piece of garbage, piece of shit, and hopefully soon he'll be dead. That's really all I have to say. Again, welcome to my new channel. I'm just going to be dumping random thoughts on here, so it won't just be one specific type of topic. It's going to be a little bit of everything from this type of stuff to video games. Hit the subscribe button if you like what you saw here. Again, not news reporting or anything, just kind of random thought dumps. And let me know down below. My burp, that's a little crazy for first video. Yeah, but yeah, let me know down below in the comments what your opinion on the whole situation is. I'd love to know. Just it is what it is. I really hope that she gets the help that she needs and deserves to move forward with this in her life. And I hope that he winds up at the bottom of the ocean with nice cinder blocks on his feet. And with that, that's today's video. Thank you for checking me out. I'll see you in the next one.